Hi everybody, welcome back to videos. This is Unit 5, Lesson 1, and we're going to talk about naming binary compounds today. As you remember from class, a binary compound is a compound with only two capital letters, only two elements in it. Not any more, not any less. Two different elements. Okay? And so, once we've identified that we have a binary compound, you have this flow chart on the very first page of your notes. Once we know we have a binary compound, the next question we ask ourselves is, does it have a metal? Okay? And we're going to deal only today with the answer that is yes. So once you know you have only two elements in your compound, you ask yourself, does it have a metal? Remember, metals are found to the left of the stairs, except for hydrogen. We dealt with that in the last unit. So if your answer is yes, and if you have a metal, you want to look your metal up on the periodic table and see if it has more than one oxidation state. An oxidation state is a charge. Okay? So if you said yes, I have a metal, then you go to the periodic table and you look in the box for the metal on the periodic table and you see how many numbers are in there. If there is one charge, you would follow one pathway. If there's more than one charge, you would follow another pathway. So let's go back to the notes and let's take a look at this. We dealt in class with the note. It says, look up the metal on the periodic table. Does it have more than one charge? Today in class, we dealt with the no. If the answer to that is no, if your metal only has one charge, you name it, then you name the nonmetal, drop the ending, and add IDE. What I want to talk about now is if it does have more than one charge. It's pretty much the same. So if your metal has more than one charge, you're going to name your metal and put parentheses after its name. Then you're going to determine the charge on the metal, and I'll show you how to do that, and put Roman numerals inside the parentheses that represent that charge, that number. And then you will name your nonmetal, drop the ending, and add I. So really the only difference is if there's more than one charge in the box, the metal should have parentheses after its name with the charge that it has in Roman numerals. Now, I know it's been a long time since some of you have dealt with Roman numerals, so let's deal with what they are. Roman numeral 1 is I. Roman numeral 2 is I. Roman numeral 3 is I. These are the three that you'll use most, okay? Roman numeral 4 is IV. Roman numeral 5 is V. Roman numeral 6 is VI. I don't know why I put 5 over there. Roman numeral 7 is VII. Okay? You really shouldn't go or have to go any higher than 7. MN, I think, can have a charge of 7. Other than that, you really just have to know your Roman numerals 1 through 7. So let's try an example. Let's say I had Cu2O. Okay? We know it's binary. There's only two capital letters. This is a metal, this is a nonmetal. So we know it has a metal in its formula. Then we go to the periodic table and we look up our metal. Here it is, copper. Copper has more than one charge in the box. So what we're going to do, what we're going to do is name our metal copper, put parentheses after its name, then name our nonmetal, drop the ending, and add I. So remember, we go two vowels in, we drop our ending, and add I, just like before. But now we have to figure out what the heck the charge is on copper. We don't know. Because copper, if we go back here, copper can either be +1 or +2. We have to figure out what one it has in this compound. And to do that, you need to know really two things. You need to know oxygen's charge, and you need to know that all compounds are neutral. Okay? So we're going to look up the charge on oxygen. from the box. Oxygen, the non-metal will always be negative, so oxygen's -2. Okay? We're going to write it in. And then you need to know that all compounds are neutral. Okay? So you have 2 coppers that are each X. So we do bottom times top, 2X. You have 1 oxygen that's -2, bottom times top, -2. And since all compounds are neutral and all compounds don't have a charge, that has to equal 0. If you solve for X, you will get the charge on copper. Okay? So 2X equals 2, X equals 1. This answer that you get goes up there in Roman numerals in the parentheses. This is copper 1 oxide. Okay? So it's a little bit more complicated when your metal has more than 1 charge in the box. Let's try another one. Let's try Fe2O3. Okay? So we know we're binary, only 2 capital letters. The Fe is a metal, it's to the left of the stairs. Oxygen's a non-metal, it's to the right of the stairs. So we can name our metal. Fe is iron, and then we will go look it up in our periodic table. Iron is right here. It has more than 1 charge in the box. If the metal has more than 1 charge in the box, you need parentheses after its name. Then we'll name our non-metal, drop the ending, and add IDE. Okay? Again, iron, if you look back in the box, can either be +2 or +3. We don't know. We don't know which one it has, so we give the metal the X. When the metal has more than 1 charge, we make its charge X. Okay? Oxygen's charge is -2. So we'll go back here. Oxygen's -2. Okay? So now we do bottom times top, 2X. Bottom times top -6 has to equal 0. Okay? 2X equals 6, X equals 3. So in this compound, iron's charge is a 3, and we put that in Roman numerals inside the parentheses. Okay? I'm going to give you one more for practice, and you could do it right in your notes. We won't be turning it in. And then tomorrow we'll do a little bit more with this in class. So let's do MnO4. MnO2. Okay? MnO2. If you would please name this in your notes. We'll check it tomorrow, and then we'll continue with a little bit more practice with this. Have a great night, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.